Hello, I'm Ray and my partner is Vanessa. We are making crystals. These are the inspirations. The ingredients we need were Epsom salt, food coloring, two beakers and an eggshell to make a geo-shaped crystal. First, we pour the Epsom salt into the beaker. So, yeah, right here we're pouring Epsom salt into one of the beakers. Um, it has to be the same amounts of water afterwards. Next to the beaker, in the video, you could also see some water. It should be also have a cup of water. Yeah, they have to be exactly the same measurements. Um, Afterwards, we start to boil the water, which usually takes a couple of minutes. Earlier in the semester, we learned how water gets to the boiling point, in which it's called the changing phase. After the water hits its boiling point, we pour the salt into the water. Fast forward a bit, we stir one half a cup of magnesium sulfate, also known as Epsom salt, with one half a cup of boiling water for at least 1 minute. This creates a saturated solution, meaning no more salt can be dissolved in the water. Then we add a couple drops of blue food coloring, which we're gonna add in a bit, to make the crystals colored. We chose two colors, blue and green, and one of them we were doing an eggshell to do a geo-shaped crystal. Finally, we put the beaker in the refrigerator to set in a few hours or a day. The beaker should be full of crystals. So after a bit, yeah, pause the video right there. So what are crystals and how do they form? A crystal is a solid material of atoms and molecules that are arranged in a consistent repeating pattern, creating one of 7 geometrical shapes. Some crystals growing in science projects can take several days, but Vanessa and I chose this recipe to give you a cupful of crystals in just a few hours to a day. The key ingredient is Epsom salt, aka magnesium sulfate. It is essential for the formation of crystals. The crystals are made of the Epsom salt. So, a chemical reaction that happens in this activity is recrystallization, where a solution of compounds can be dissolved in hot water and then cooled. As it cools, one substance crystallizes. The temperature of the water also plays a big role in how much Epsom salt it can hold. We heat the water because it dissolves more of the salt when it's hotter. And then we mix the ingredients together, giving it time for the Epsom salt to dissolve into the water, then we put it into the fridge. We do this because sudden cooling rapidly encourages fast crystal growth, since there's less room for the dissolved salt in a cooler, denser solution. As the solution cools, magnesium sulfate atoms run into each other and join together in a crystal structure. When Vanessa and I took the crystals out of the fridge, we carefully, slowly poured out the water so we can see the crystals more, and expected some sort of smoke coming from the cup containing the eggshell. But once we took it out, we were surprised that everything smelled utterly normal. The crystals felt like a lot of spikes. They were sharp, very sharp, and extremely breakable to touch. Thank you for watching, and yeah.